is going on with you?
We're domestic abuse incoming.
Fuck, dude. That's fucking crazy. You're a dick. Let's see. I need to get out like my bullet points. I need to write it down. You know, I could write it down. Let's see. It's like my thing is like, how should I even title this? I want to say like, or I could say, ooh, the problems with being a femboy. There you go. I want to say like problem number 1. In my head, at least it's fresh. Well, because of fucking reasons, it's fresh in my fucking mind. The way people treat you. And what do I mean by that, chat? The way people treat you when you're a femboy. I'm not even talking about the homophobes. I'm not even talking about like, oh, people giving me shit because I'm gay, or people giving me shit because like, oh, I'm a dude, but you're dressing girly or whatever the fuck. Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about other fucking dudes treat you like complete fucking filth. Like every single, like being a femboy, it comes with this context of like, you're a bottom, basically. You're a bottom and you're supposed to submit to the top or whatever the fuck, you know? But like, that's how people treat you and like everything. That's all you're worth. Your only worth is like being a fucking bottom to a top, right? You're not like an actual fucking human being. You're not like an actual fucking person. You're just a fucking dumpster people are supposed to fucking blow their fucking cum into and then fucking just rush away. But like, all right, next in line. Like, oh wow, I thought I was under the impression that we were like normal human beings. Okay, I guess not. That's problem number fucking 1. All right, and problem number 2 that stems from problem number 1 is the Way Other Fems Act. And that's a problem because the Way Other Fems Act encourages problem number 1 to keep happening. The reason why femboys get treated like utter fucking shit is because other femmes want to be treated like shit. Am I wrong? This is the core fucking issue, dude. It's the core fucking problem. Because I look at people like, not to be that guy, all right? But like femyas is like the first person that comes to mind because they're always like, degrade me, step on me, shit on me. I'm only used for sex, ha ha ha. That's my only purpose in life is to have sex and get fucked and blah, 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 blah. And that's the only, and you know, that's really hot. I want someone to treat me like utter fucking shit. And normally that alone, I don't care. If you want to be degraded, that's your fucking thing. That's your thing. Okay? That's your thing. I see every fucking femboy do shit like that. And they encourage problem number 1 to keep fucking happening. Right? Like for me, in my experience, I can never have a normal fucking conversation with a dude. It can never be normal. It always has to be sexual. Always. Always, always, always. And you know, it's not always sexual. Sometimes it starts off normal, but eventually it gets to that point, and then once you satisfy them, they're gone. That's it. And it's just like, what was the whole point of going on a fucking date and hanging out like normal people? Because what I would do is I would be like, no, I'm not having sex on the first date. Fuck that. Because I don't want problem number 1 to happen. Okay. So I want to be like, no, we're going on a date. We're acting like normal fucking people. I'm not interested in hooking up. I've had guys agree to that and even showing up to the date. Like, want to come back to my place? Want to come back to my place? Want to come back to my place? I'm like, I want to fucking strangle you. I want to strangle you. I literally told you I'm not interested in that. And they don't fucking listen because they don't respect. They don't respect it because we're not fucking human beings to those people. All right. I think I'm the only femboy who gets through utter shit, even through schools, nor having a normal life. Yeah. And it's not, I know it sounds like a joke, but this is a real problem. This is a real fucking problem. They just see us as fetishes. Basically, yeah. It's like, that's all we are. It's like, I can't just be a fucking guy that enjoys being femme and cutesy and shit like that. I have to be like a fucking rag to these people, right? Because I mean, 2 problems aren't enough. I need to think of a 3rd one. I guess, I mean, to make this circular, I guess, to make it like all prove the same thing. Problem number 3 is, I want to say like normalization in LGBT community. this dynamic of like problem number one and problem number two, like fucking feeding each other, that is normalized in the LGBT community, and nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to mention it, right? And I know a lot of femboys, like especially the younger ones, they like getting treated like shit. They like getting treated like shit. They encourage doms and tops to treat them like fucking shit. But then later on, they'll get older like me. Well, I'm like 23. I'm still fucking sort of young, right? But they'll start to realize it's like, okay, when am I actually going to get in a like fucking committed relationship with someone who actually gives a fuck about me, right? And then you start to fucking realize like, oh wait, I kind of hoard myself out too fucking much, and now people, that's how people treat and expect you to act. Because I mean, every single top that I've ever, I mean, not every single one, but some of them were like legitimately like gay, but other times they're just straight guys, and they just want to fucking they want to play into risque territory, right? And they pretend like they're interested, but they're not actually interested, right? They want to do something taboo, like, oh, I fucked a femboy, or oh, I fucked a trans femme or some shit, and like you're nothing else other than like fucking immediate satisfaction to them, and then that's just basically it. I think a point would be the over normalization of sexuality. That's basically what I mean. Like that whole behavior is normalized, and like people are just like, yeah, sex, and honestly, that's a problem with the LGBT community in general, right? Is the over normalization of just sexual shit, when it's like, what about why can't we normalize like the romantic shit? Like why isn't it be like, yes, like I want to love and romance, you know, I want to be like, let's be romantic. But like I feel like anytime people think of like LGBT people in a relationship, it's always about like the most hot BDSM fucking like degenerate fucking sex ever. And it's never about like just two normal, just like a normal gay couple. Just like completely fucking normal gay couple. I'm not even talking about like trad con like fucking shit. Like I'm talking about like they're just like normal fucking people, and they might have their kinks and fetishes and shit like that, but that stays home. They don't bring that shit with them out into the real world to conventions around other people, and they don't fucking need to run around the entire internet telling everyone like they want to be like fucking poo-pooed on or some fucking shit. Wanted to hug boyfriend, bro. Pretty hot take. Ease up there. It's not a hot take, okay? It's a very normal fucking take, okay? I'm just so fucking sick and tired of people like me getting treated like fucking shit, and like in the community, and people pretending like that's normal, or people pretending like that's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Like it's honestly, you know what? I'm gonna sound like a little wokey right now. That's fucking sexist. That's sexist shit. That's the same fucking way women get treated. And when women get treated like that, people decry it. They're like, yeah, that's sexist. You're a piece of shit. Women are strong and independent, blah, 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 blah. Women are empowered and they're powerful. But then femboys, it's like the whole femboy shit is like, it's literally like we get treated like utter fucking shit in a sexist way. But that's just like, oh, that's just fun. That's just fun, and that's cool. Like, why is that cool? Why is that cool, but it's not okay to do that with other women? Another point, I think, from my perspective at least, is the lack of communication. I mean, that's not even a problem with femboys, or like a problem with like a femboy community and shit like that. That's more of like a broad problem with like LGBT relationships in general. Like I've seen it, I've experienced it, and I've seen it in other LGBT relationships. I've seen it happen in poly relationships. Like people just don't want to communicate. They like all these people, they just want to go and they want to fuck around and they want to fuck with whoever, and think there's no consequences to it. They think, you know, a lot of the times like femboys get in poly relationships, or they get in relationships that are like open relationships, and they think they're convinced to be okay with it when they're not, because the top is like basically like, or the dom in the relationship, or the leader in the relationship is basically like, you know, no, come on, it's fun, you know, we're all having fun, blah 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 blah, and you know, like, I don't know, well, that's not necessarily, I mean, that's just honestly the femboy in that situation. I've been in that situation. The femboy in that situation, as well as me, I should have been more clear with my boundaries, and I should have been more like, I don't know, I guess like emotionally mature. Like I should have recognized that, like, you know, I get jealous, and poly shit is just not for me. But you know, I've been convinced to join a poly relationship before, you know, and I was just like, you know, some part of me was like being like, oh, you know, is it a good idea? I don't really know, but like the dom was just like, come on, just let's just try it out, just try it out. I'm like, okay, and I ended up having like a really shitty time, you know. I feel like I should have just listened to my gut, like last time, like a couple weeks ago, like a couple weeks ago. I should have listened to my gut. Should have listened to my gut, dude. Fuck. I mean, what else can I even say about the whole Femboy? I mean, that's just my big fucking problem. It's just the normalization of that kind of fucking shit is just so fucking annoying. Dude, I love this avatar so fucking much. I love it's like literally the perfect amount of goth and like furry and like cutie them kind of furry. I need a choker. Ha! I already have a choker, bitch. I already have a choker. And you know what? The best part about it is that it's leather and it's got a little ring on it. It's got a little ring on it for a little, you know, things to clip on, you know what I mean? Like fucking clip on, you know what I mean? Hawk Tua on that thing. You know what I mean? Way to end the rant would have been a couple solutions. Oh, couple solutions? Yeah, I could do that. I should face it. I should face it like this way, you know? Oh, God. Some solutions I would say, and it's like it's hard for this to like be enacted, but like I would say like something community related, like solutions speaking out. Like more people need to talk about it. More people need to talk about this fucking problem because it's so stupid and it's so shit. Like why like I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. I know I'm not the only one who is sick and tired of like having every single masculine dude uh just want one thing from you and then once he gets it, then he's gone. And like what the fuck? You know, like you're just left in the you're left in the fucking dust. You know, you were led on with the impression that, you know, something more was going to happen and it's like, no, you're only good for one thing and I got what I wanted and fuck off. Like okay, cool. Like that shit needs to stop. In the LGBT community specifically, there needs to be more people being calling this kind of fucking behavior out. It's like you can't you if all you want is a hookup, be clear. Okay, that's another thing. Speaking out against the shit, and also for the people that I'm talking about that do this kind of shit, is transparency. If all you fucking want is a hookup, say it. Say it. Don't pretend like you're interested in having a casual conversation. Don't pretend like you genuinely want to go to see the movies because like number one, you just want to hang out with someone and talk about life shit and you know, or not even life shit, just talk about hobbies, you know, just like have like a normal fucking conversation and go see a cool movie, enjoy the movie together, and then go home and be like, wow, what a great wholesome day. You know, don't pretend like that's what you want when that's clearly not what you want, right? And fuck ghosting. I'm not even talking about the ghosting. I had a dude do this once where we agreed to go on a date to go see a horror movie. I show up, you know, we agreed to go to hit a diner first. You know, I show up, we both show up, we take a seat, and he's like, you know what? Horror movies really aren't my thing. I don't really want to see a horror movie. I'm like, okay, well, we could go see, you know, a different movie. It's like, well, actually, I didn't really want to see the movies. I'm like, okay, I guess we could just eat dinner then and just talk. And then, like, in the middle of us eating our fucking dinner, he's like, yeah, check your Discord real quick. And he's like texting, he's like, you want to come back to my place and fuck? I'm like, no. I stood my fucking ground. I'm like, no, 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 I don't actually. And you know what? I ghosted him. You know what? I said, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Ha ha ha. Went home, never responded to him ever again. But I was right. I was right to do that because he wasn't, I made it very clear. Don't want to do hookups. I don't want to do hookups. I don't want to do hookups. I just want to have a normal date. And he kept fucking pushing it. He kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing it. So I'm like, I was well within my right to fucking ghost that fucking dude. Well within my fucking right. You don't deserve that. Right? When you're going to disrespect and push my fucking boundaries like that. But just be fucking transparent. If all you want is a fucking hookup, just be fucking transparent. I'm so sick of people playing these fucking mind games. Like these mind games are that's the fucking problem too, is mind games. Like people feel like they need to do like fucking mental gymnastics just to get fucking sex. And it's like, listen, there are plenty of fucking, again, there's plenty of people that wouldn't mind fucking doing hookups and shit like that. But it's just like, I hate the deceptive bullshit that a lot of fucking people do. Like I also had this I used to have this like friends with benefits with this one dude, and like he he would he would like incessantly like he would like have like pet names for me and stuff like that, and like like call me like flirtatious, like be overly flirtatious. But at the end of the day, like all it was just like a hookup, right? He's already like in a polyamorous relationship. He's already taken and shit like that. There's no room for anybody else and stuff like that. It's like, why are you talking to me like this? Like, what do you like? I'm just here for a hookup. Like, why? Like, I feel like when he's doing that, I feel like you're trying to fucking manipulate me. And it's like, I was just in my mind, I'm like, why are you talking to me like this? Like I'm your partner or I'm your fucking pet or some shit. Like it's like kind of fucking. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it that much. I think it's pretty manipulative. I prefer this over commentary drama. Yeah, I mean, I used to do fucking rant bullshit like this. That's why I want to go back because it's a lot more. Because it's a lot more. Number one, talking about ex YouTuber as a pedo like 50,000 times, like it gets kind of exhausting, right? And trying and rinsing out a drama for every single fucking drop that it has can be super exhausting too. Like, but at the same time, it could also be like it gives you just enough entertainment where it keeps you wanting more. But at the same time, it's just slop. It's just slop being fucking poured down your throat. And it's just like, ugh, you know. I think it's fun to like do shit like this. Let me think of a third solution, a final solution, if you will. Even in my former relationship that I'm trying to save, I don't treat my exes like pets, rather my second exes, both of us, if anything. Yeah. Well, it's just like I feel like the whole pet talk, like maybe he's not trying to be manipulative, but I don't know. I've been backstabbed so many fucking times, and it's just like I feel like people are trying to play fucking games with me and shit like that to try to just when it comes specifically for sexual stuff, like specifically when it comes to like we have like a somewhat sexual relationship. I feel like you're trying to pull that out of me. Like every time we talk, I feel like you're trying to get that out of me, and that's the only fucking purpose of talking to me. Like it's fucking aggravating. Speaking of, third solution. Boom, easy. Put your foot down. Put your fucking foot down, all right? That's what I'm fucking doing, all right? That's what I'm doing. After my last relationship, if I get a fucking if I get a whiff of that being your goal, get the fuck out of my life. I'm gonna make that shit very fucking clear. Very fucking clear, dude. I'm not letting that fucking bullshit happen ever again. I'm not letting that shit happen ever again, dude. The fucking ghosting shit is so evil. But yeah, you like people. If you're a femboy and you're not okay with being treated like that, like what I've been saying the past minutes, put your fucking foot down and be like, you know what? Either stop if you get the sense that that person is what is if you get the sense that you're not enjoying that dynamic that you're having with that person, put your foot down and just either walk away or say, "Hey, you know what? I actually don't want to just be your sex thing. I want to be like I want to be treated like a fucking person." Right? Just do that. Okay. And again, I'm not shaming like hooking up or hookups and shit like that. Obviously, it'd be very fucking rich for me to do that. But there needs to be like boundaries, right? Like I'm not gonna hook up with someone who treats me like shit. I'm not gonna hook up with someone who only sees me as like a slab of meat. Okay. I want to hook up with someone who's actually like, no, yeah, I genuinely just enjoy, fucking. But I also like, I respect the hookups where it's like after everything, we just kind of hang out and we just talk and we like and like it's like and it's kind of funny. First we fuck, then we have like a normal fucking conversation. I enjoy shit like that a lot more because I've had friends with benefits like that where it's like, yeah, we fuck and shit like that. And it's like, nothing personal, just business. But it's like, completely like we're just fucking like actually like having like a normal conversation. So I appreciate shit like that. I've had people be like, try to rush me out the fucking door afterwards. They're like, wow, I don't feel used at all. Thanks. But then again, that's also my fault too for having like low standards and like fucking like being like a horny fuck. That's also my problem too. But I feel like I've been pretty good, especially this last year. Um, like I literally gone like a year and a half without having sex, on purpose. Like I did that on purpose. You know, and I think you know, I've controlled my libido. I've controlled my libido. I am zen. I deliberately went out of my way to go an entire year without having sex. Okay? I've mastered it. I am more anti-gooning than you ever will be, Toki. Okay? That kind of stuff. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Like and subscribe. Whatever the fuck. I don't care. I don't do any fucking. I've never been good at doing outros. I just kind of just end it. Like right now.